One of the noticeable things about the house was that it is a split house. You know, originally it was one larger whole.
When it was one, it obviously was designed by an architect with a vision, with rooms in the correct location. And then over time, obviously, there's wee interventions being made and subdivisions of rooms.
Yeah.
A lot of it was taking that back, actually.
Yes,
but then you've also added some spaces that were missing to allow them to have a home that fully functions really, really well.
It's a busy house. You know, things like laundries, pantries, boot rooms, cloakrooms, storage, all that stuff, which is not particularly sexy in any way, but it's absolutely essential for harmonious family life. That stuff can be tidied away, doors can be closed on things if needed. All those things which just weren't there. They had to be added. But equally, we couldn't just go splitting up the nice proportioned rooms. We had to create spaces for those. It really was a reinvention of the property completely. Pretty much every brief has the same component parts, a kitchen, a living room, a dining room, a bathroom. Every house has those things. So essentially most briefs are sort of very similar. What you have to look is between the lines and actually delve deeper into the people. Building is sort of quite simple. It's a plan, and you're looking at the features of it and learning those, of course, but really what you're trying to learn is your clients, who they are, how they live, how they want to live. Particularly on this project, obviously Kirsty were wholeheartedly trusting in what we suggested. So we drove a lot of the material choice. The more striking aspects of the project were driven from, by us. I think they understood the vision behind what we were trying to achieve, which is a sort of a calmness, which family life gives the sort of the crazy to it. We don't need to make it a super elaborate interior. Family life gives that. But equally, a richness in materials.
Obsessions about aspect and light and like entrance and thresholds and long views or terminating views and spaces that compress you and then release you, and these are all architecturalisms in lots of ways, and maybe most people don't notice them or need to know about them, but they are the things that underneath that surface layer of interacting with people drive projects in different ways. So if there's an opportunity, we'll take it and run with it.
Every surface in every corner and every interaction between materials has been very, very thoroughly thought about and actually seen through by the contractor and by us on site. And I think it's all those small things that build up to that sort of comfortable whole, which home, if nothing else, should be comfortable. These projects take up 2 or 3 years of your life, and you're as involved with it as you are with your own home a lot, most of the time. So it's been probably a year and a bit since we finished the project. So coming back, you've removed that sort of those feelings from it, and now you come back and you can just experience it for what it is.
How do you take a traditional home and actually make it respect those characteristics, but evolve that into something which is, I think, more meaningful for a modern family who are busy and have, lots of kids and dogs and chickens and there's a real mix to this, which the house accommodates with ease and grace and still looks very architectural.
Yeah, perfect.
But it's perfect, it is literally perfect.